Yeah, we could
That's
do
the
that.
New Year, baby.
New
Happy
Year.
motherfucking New Year.
Happy New Year.
But unless you're watching this in the past and somehow, then it's how you doing that? But
Great intro. I wanted to. Me and Ashton both went back to Houston separately.
yeah.
Our hometown.
He said he didn't want to hang out because he sees me here all the time. He said, no offense. I was like, I'm
I
offended.
did. I said no offense like four times.
I was each offense felt more offensive. I was like, all right, I get it.
I was hanging out with my beloved friends and family that don't live in New York for my short
and you
time.
can do that with me as well out in another area. Wow, isn't it nice to see you? Fuck you. All right.
Yeah. Sorry about that. But I had something funny happen to me flew to Texas, and then when I was at my sister's place, I was like, unpacking my bags.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out I accidentally brought a butcher knife on my carry-on.
Your brown ass cannot be doing that. Are you fucking nuts?
Also had a
happen?
copy of Wretched of the Earth on me, a book about violence, about violent resistance to the
I can
state.
only imagine TSA looking at you like, you know I have to do this to you, right?
Dude, that I actually would have been like, hey, you got this one.
A knife, nigga?
A butcher knife.
How does that even happen?
It's because me and Kelly moved recently, and then so we used like our luggage to help us move, and so I just left a big old knife in there. I just didn't see it. It was like leaning against the wall of the luggage, so I missed it. And it's so funny to me because it really shows how useless TSA is.
I'm like,
because
damn.
like back in the day, when I was a kid and we were flying back and forth from Pakistan, they had me in the interrogation room in the back.
What the fuck is this?
Not talking to me on the side. They put me in the black site interrogation room. I'm like 13 years old. They're going through all my stuff. They're like mad at me. I'm like, why are y'all mad at me? You think I'm Al Qaeda? I live in Katy. Y'all, this is dumb. This is all stupid. Meanwhile, fast forward 20 years later, I look like this now. I got a knife. And a book about violence.
And your entire social media is
My
just
social media is alarming.
He is absolutely on a list somewhere.
And y'all let me go? You should not have let me go.
TSA fell off. TSA fell off, dog.
This is TSA training level 1. Is this face and beard with a damn butcher knife and anti-capitalist literature.
So crazy. And my butthole was tight because I brought weed because my family was like, can you bring us some weed from New York? And I was like, you just want me to commit a felony?
Don't do that shit.
And I did it the whole time. I was like, if my bag doesn't come through, I'm just running.
You did that or you didn't do it?
I did do it.
That's such a stupid idea, dude.
I'm a good brother.
That's so dumb. You know you can get weed in Houston.
No, you can't. That's how I know you ain't having no good time in Houston. You cannot get weed in Houston for real.
What do you mean you can't get weed in Houston? Because there's no stores?
Yeah, and also
what are you talking about?
They sell THCA. It's not real. They sell that fake shit.
So the whole time that you lived your life in Houston, you were never able to find any weed? Is that what you're telling me right now?
I don't live there no more, and I don't know drug dealers. And when I go home, I can't be like, Mama.
How is it your responsibility? They live there.
I don't know.
What are you doing? Dude, do not do that again. That's such a terrible idea.
Nigga, I'm not listening to a nigga who brought a knife on a fucking plane.
That's true. Apparently, just do whatever you want. TSA does not give a shit.
No, actually,
as long as you got your shoes off.
No, the only thing that TSA is weird. I know niggas talk about like them groping them, but both times I went through TSA when I was going back to Houston, I had nothing in my pockets. I had this jacket on. I was wearing this, and I walked through, and the machine kept beeping at my nuts, and I was like, "There's nothing." And he's like, "We gotta check you."
You said there's nothing? That's pretty funny.
No pun intended. I'm gonna be nothing. You come over here. It's gonna be some nothing's gonna be something. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. But he just kept doing the weird, touching my lady lumps. And then I was like, all right. And then when I came back, I was like, the same thing went on. I don't know. Yeah. Part of me is like, if I was freaky, I would work at TSA. I would be, click. Let me see them balls, boy.
That's what they do. That's pretty much their job. In 2015, the DOJ did a secret study where they were testing the DSA by bringing the exact type of contraband through TSA, the stuff they're supposed to be protecting us from, to see how well they do. And the TSA, the results, y'all can look this up.
Oh my God,
it was a failure rate of 95%. That's what they're fondling our balls for. It's for a 95% failure rate.
You have emotional trauma while sitting on the plane. You've been flashed back to your childhood to the last time you saw your uncle, all for a 95% failure rate.
All for a guy who looks like this to bring a butcher knife on a plane.
Just to walk on.
This is like the training level of the TSA. You know what I mean? Like
you are
I was that day. Normally I don't show up with
the final boss of TSA.
I'm saying I'm not the final boss. I'm level 1. I'm the easiest part. The most obvious.
I guess Bin Laden would be the final boss.
Yeah. Or like, some crazy secret, some evil little white girl that they would never expect, right? That would be the final boss. That would take real detective work.
Hear that, Sydney Sweeney? Joffrey says, you could do something really funny, Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, a little unassuming white woman. Does 9/11 via white
I was going to say
woman?
Greta Thunberg, but maybe Sydney Sweeney.
No, they watching Greta.
Yeah, exactly.
They on Greta ass. I would never suspect Sydney, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
that's true. She is less suspect.
Yeah. Sydney, if you listen to the podcast, do 9/11.
Sydney, we know you're listening to the podcast. Do 9/11.
Come on, for the lulz. They'll never even think it's you.
Yeah.
Not Sydney.
All right, I think that's good.
Let's
I
get
think
this
that's
podcast.
good for our intro. Let's start the show. Welcome. Happy New Year to all our listeners. We appreciate y'all. In 2026, are the cops going to change their ways?
Is this the year?
Yes.
Will they take a look in the mirror and decide
collectively?
And say,
all of them
wow.
at once?
Wow. I think it's time for a change. Do they do the Michael Jackson? I'm staring at the cop in the mirror. Oh, yeah. Oh. No, they're not going to do that. Probably.
They could. We don't know. We can't tell the future. But what we can do is a good intro, a good little segue by me. What we can do is look at the near past. So here is some of the headlines from the cops this past week. Actually, we took a week off. This is about past maybe close to 2 weeks.
Shit.
Cop in Roseville, California, has been charged with homicide and child abuse after the death of his 7-year-old girl. The victim's name has not yet been released.
Cops in New York City fatally shoot a man having a mental health crisis after his dad called 911. The family says he was not a threat. R.I.P. Shez Frey.
ICE cops in Natchez, Mississippi have a man die in their custody. R.I.P. Delvin Francisco Rodriguez.
ICE cops in El Paso, Texas have a man die in their custody. R.I.P. Francisco Gaspar Andreas. At least 30 people died in ICE custody in 2025.
ICE cops in Glen Burnie, Maryland shoot a man for attempting to run away. ICE shot at least 9 people in 2025.
ICE cops in New York City, who was caught on tape pushing a woman to the ground inside of an immigration center, is back on the job.
Cop in Oklahoma City caught on a dash cam sexually assaulting a driver.
Cop in Madison County, Texas, is found guilty of sexually assaulting a driver.
Jail cop in Piscataway, New Jersey, is charged with sexually assaulting 2 inmates.
ICE cops in Basel, Louisiana, pleads guilty to sexually assaulting a detainee.
Cop in Middleton, Wisconsin, is indicted for enticing a child.
Cop in St. Clair County, Illinois, is arrested in child trafficking sting operation.
Cop in Stockton, California, is charged with possession of child sex abuse material.
Cop in Memphis arrested for stalking a woman.
Cop in Chesterton, Indiana, arrested for domestic violence after strangling a pregnant woman.
Cop in Totowa, New Jersey, is arrested for kidnapping and domestic violence.
Cop in Detroit kills a dog and also shoots himself in the foot.
Jail cop in Clayton County, Georgia, is convicted for brutally assaulting an inmate and tasing them multiple times.
Cops in Guthrie, Tennessee, are facing a lawsuit after assaulting a missing elderly man with Alzheimer's.
Cop in Oskalea County, Florida, is arrested for child abuse after attacking a child who was playing with her child in a pool.
School cop in Fulton County, Georgia, tases a student in the chest after falsely believing he was on the wrong bus.
Cop in Annapolis, Maryland, charged after she pulled a gun on someone during a road rage incident.
And cop in Mississippi is arrested for DUI after he was found with an open container while driving the wrong way down the road with his emergency lights on.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
I will say, if the story in Guthrie sounds familiar to our loyal listeners, yes, I believe it was on our very first episode, first or second episode. This when the incident occurred. There was a missing elderly man, and he was wandering around trying to enter cars. He was confused. A gas station clerk called because all they saw was a man trying to enter vehicles. Cops arrive and just obviously end up beating up this guy who had a silver alert out for him at the moment. People were looking for him. Cops arrive and their training kicks in. But the new update is now there is a lawsuit underway. So hopefully something can come out of that.
That'll teach you to be old with Alzheimer's. Think about that next time you decide to fucking have a degenerative brain disease, degenerative brain disease. That's okay. That's pretty fun. We're looking for my grandpa. He has Alzheimer's. Even better.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes it twice as easy.
We'll give him something he'll never forget.
I gotta say, rare compliments to the police. They weren't fucking animals, or nothing. It's just the classic assaults on the
that's true
citizens. Now
Andrea, that was from our last episode. Yeah.
Each there's always one escalation of just like depraved human act that's not even like human behavior. That's beyond cop.
Yeah.
That's like you've entered the realm of like ritual.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know. That's like demonic shit. What you're doing. Like
So good job. Shout out cops
for
keeping
it
within the species. Huge improvement.
Just staying at the human level.
Yeah.
You didn't.
That's great. That's honestly
sex with Badger, then shot it 7 times. Like, what?
Love to see it. So,
but what is this episode?
What do we got for y'all today? Well, we will be talking. We got a few stories. We got story of cops using an error-prone AI in their police reports. We got a police chief burning down a nursing home. We got a former cop fighting a child in a pool. We got a not-so-good update on the Wisconsin judge who was facing charges for helping migrants avoid ICE, who was preying on those migrants in her courtroom. And we got a judge overturning the conviction of the Austin police officer who fatally shot Maurice Da Silva.
And on our Patreon, $5 a month, give us 5 stars, help your boys out. Apparently, we just got the yearly report. Some of you niggas is actually listening. Oh, my God. In our Patreon this week, we'll be discussing an update on the legal challenges facing the Cop City protesters and the Blackwater-affiliated company who will be providing bounty hunting services for ICE. You don't want to miss it. You know, we have some familiar names in there, if you know Eric Prince. So check that out.
Please do. We got a good one for y'all. But let's get started on today's episode. First, we got a little update for y'all. If you remember, maybe 2-3 episodes ago, we had the cops in New Jersey who years ago were caught saying the N-word by, I learned, a fellow cop whistleblower who recorded them in secret and then took like a $400,000 hush money payment.
Smart.
Yeah.
Ooh, y'all said nigga.
Wily cop right there. Yeah, exactly.
Give me
He's
money.
like, cha-ching.
Is that a slur?
Yeah. Some people get mad when they hear that word. I get very excited. So the saga that's been ongoing is that these 5 cops still have not been fired, or not 5 cops. Over 5 years, these 2 cops still have not been fired because the investigation is still ongoing. And because it's been ongoing and they are cops, they have been getting paid and they have been getting raises this entire time. So we're talking a 4 or 5 year vacation for saying the N-word, millions of taxpayer dollars going to a paid vacation for these racist ass cops. And their argument was because this investigation has taken so long that it has actually taken too long. It has violated the law, and they should just be able to get off.
And weren't they not purposely making the investigation take forever?
Yeah, I mean, that could have been part of their strategy. I honestly haven't done enough into the weeds of all the legal back and forth that has been going on, but I think I would be fairly confident to say that, like, yeah, that could have been like an intentional legal strategy. But the update is that the judge has finally made one decision and says, yeah, they can be fired. They ruled on that.
Guess I'll just take my hundreds of thousands of dollars I've earned over the collective 5 years and go my separate ways.
Exactly.
Oh, shucks. Guess
Yeah.
hey, no harm, no foul. How about that?
But this means I can say the N-word now,
I'm
right?
going to say it. As soon as I'm fired, nigga! What's that Burger King meme with the...
You can say it if you don't have a job.
Yeah.
That's kind of the rule in America.
Yeah, you can actually go...
It's not against the law to say it, just you will get fired probably. So if you're unemployed, you can say that shit.
Yeah.
No consequences
Matter
will
of fact,
befall
most
you.
unemployed people are on saying... They're on the internet, typing it out.
Yeah.
You can do that. That is your right. Just don't involve yourself with said racial group.
Yeah.
You're using the racial slurs because then there's a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
You can say nigga, but if you're arresting niggas now, that's a conflict of interest. You know. But hey.
But that basically, if you're a racist and you get laid off, you know that you have this one consolation prize, which is no one can punish you for saying the N-word.
No one can never. They might take my family, my job, my community, and my
that's true.
healthcare.
Family, I forgot about it. Custody battles. I can't guarantee you on that.
Your kids might, they're still not going to talk to you. Now. My dad is fucking racist, and I'm never going to let you meet your
I hate my woke ass son.
But at least I'll always have you, nigger. All right. Honestly, in a lot of ways, niggers are all I got. He just comes back and reflects to the dark and the lonely.
So is now the bit that's what he named his son?
That's not. No, the word nigger has become like it's all he has, and he's like
I get what
embracing
you're
it.
saying.
Just,
I get what you're saying.
Now
niggas
is all he really. In the end,
he's never truly alone.
It's just he's always with his niggas.
My God, where has this bit gone?
It's in my mind now.
Gosh, it's taking over
my
this
mind
bit.
now. I control domain expansion.
Yes, 20 N-words later. It's now certifiably Ashton's bit.
That's why they hired me on the Daily Show. I'm the N-word checker. I think it's one too many. We can take it. Oh, okay.
It has been decreed.
There have been times when we're writing a bit and somebody else, and I had to come in and type nigger. There have been times in a sketch where like somebody's writing something like, hey, Ashton, I think we have to put nigger here. Could you type it?
What? They can't even type it? I respect that. I would feel weird typing it.
I have come in and been like, all right, here we go. N-I-G-T. And that is my paycheck for the year. That's called job.
It's
stability.
extremely weird. Anywhere like in nearby it is weird. Like the word that they used to say for white people who quote unquote act black.
Wigger.
I can't say that.
I get that.
It feels weird to say.
I totally get that.
We can find another way to describe a white person who puts on a fake accent.
I get it because I can say nigga all day, but as soon as I put sand in front of it, I feel weird about it. I'll be like, all right, that's not my word. That's not who we are. Anyway, let's start this fucking podcast.
All right. We'll set aside our thesis for another time. So we're starting with our first article. We're headed to Heber City, Utah. Reading here from Fox 13. An artificial intelligence that writes police reports had some explaining to do earlier this month after it claimed a Heber City officer had shapeshifted into a frog. However,
I like this. I gotta pause because Joffre is so mature and serious. He'll read any other headline. He did not read the headline to this one.
No, I made a
decision.
A comedic-mindedly decision to bury the punchline. And
okay, that's fair.
But hey, you know what? Ashton's right. There's two schools of thought when it comes to properly delivering the comedy here. And yeah, also the headline is very funny, so let's read it. It goes, Ribbit, Ribbit. Artificial intelligence programs used by Heber City police claim officer turned into a frog. Heber City. I said Heber City earlier. Okay. Sorry, Heber City.
I just wanted to hear you say Ribbit, Ribbit, to be quite honest.
Yeah, no, it's funny. As far as local news being funny goes, I mean, this is cream of the crop right here.
Well, more for me, it's like hearing like a black Israelite say Ribbit. Like you guys have like serious natures about you guys, so it's funny.
You guys?
Like, yeah.
Where do you
Not
think?
you as a black Israelite, but you as a very serious, learned man.
Sure.
Hearing you say Ribbit, Ribbit. I'm not saying black.
You went to black Israelites.
Because they're serious too.
What do you think of me? They are serious.
That's what I mean. You're like a serious guy. So hearing you say Ribbit, Ribbit is also funny for me.
When you hear me read, you think of like a very refined intellectual, like the
also like very much like my black Israel, like brother.
That is true.
If they saw your relationship you were in, they would not fuck with you.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
They would say you turned on your.
That would be where we would part ways. That would have to be
sand ninja. Why are you with this white devil?
That would be the sad ending to our relationship.
Oh, yeah, you're not getting one of them Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah, I'm like, oh. So that's it for the interview process then? Is that... I don't get any. Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. So let's go. Okay, so we're reading this article about a cop's AI that wrote in an official police report that a cop had turned into a frog. So, and obviously they did not fact check this shit. They turned this shit in. So let's go back here. Quote, the body cam software and the AI report writing software picked up on the movie that was playing in the background, which happened to be The Princess and the Frog. Sergeant Keel told Fox 13 News, quote, that's when we learned the importance of correcting these AI-generated reports.
What does it say about our officers that the media that they consume while doing their work is
sure?
I'm like, hey man, what the fuck you doing watching Princess and the Frog? Hey man, you don't what? Not even Bill Maher or Joe Rogan. Yeah. I just like the stories, man. They like real heartwarming. After you murder a guy, you want to come in and palate cleanse. So I put on Princess and the Frog.
Sure. You were I was honestly thinking about it in the opposite way. I was assuming it was the criminal that was listening to this movie. And so I'm thinking like, is this really that bad of a guy? What kind of a hardened criminal is watching such wholesome content?
How do you think people fill out police form? They're like, all right, can I sit on your couch? What's your Wi-Fi password? No, keep it on. I got to fill out this police report. Everybody's in handcuffs watching.
Yeah.
Can you rewind it?
I mean, how hilarious is this? I mean, like, just the something was happening. Princess and the Frog was on, and next thing you know, they're turning in a police report that's not saying Princess and the Frog was on in the background. It said the cop would turn into a damn frog. That's on the police report. That's raising eyebrows.
Imagine you're a princess and you kiss the frog, and instead of turning into a prince, he turns into a cop. Bitch, where are you?
Yeah.
Fucking worst nightmare ever.
Yeah.
No,
now we're back to bestiality again.
Yeah, right.
What's going on here?
Can't escape it too far from cops, but that is a crazy.
It's a very 2026. This is the era we're in of AI slop. Is that even the damn cops and
AI? But that AI is so. That should show you how stupid AI is.
Exactly.
There's no. It doesn't even after it finishes typing. And this is I too have. I would write something when I was in college, and I would not proofread it, or like what's it called when you write something and then you go and you're like reread it?
Yeah, proofread.
Like, okay, proofread it. Sorry, got lost in words. But I wouldn't proofread shit, and that would be like the main note I would get on any of my essays. Nigga, did you read what you wrote? Yeah. I didn't. That's crazy. I actually didn't go back and read. So AI doesn't even like, all right, we've written this thing. Let me take the millisecond that it takes for me as an AI machine to proofread this and make sure it makes logical, humane sense for a human police report. And it still was like, yeah, no, the cop turned to a frog. That sounds about right. Here you go. No proof. The AI doesn't have a proofreading
AI
element to it.
Yeah, AI is not, like we were just discussing before we started. It's just a language model. It's not critically thinking. It's not having a double thought about a cop turning into a frog and putting that in a police report.
But I think being blown away by the fact that this thing that can do all this magic except proofread its work is, I think it's a fair, like, what? There's not a code you can put in, just be like, hey, double check this.
Yeah.
Reread
well,
this.
we'll get to in a second about the quality of this particular AI technology the cops are using. Let's see here.
Imagine you getting your ass beat to the Frozen soundtrack. It was just funny to me.
And the cops and the police report is that the cops were being assaulted by a team of princesses. A snowman was on the loose.
Yeah. A snowman voiced by Josh Gad.
If I was a cop in this situation, I would be too embarrassed to admit I'm using AI to cheat and do my job. And I would just be like, look, I did turn into a frog. I can't explain it. There's something here that's a little bit beyond our comprehension, and we probably should get the FBI or some sort of higher up federal authority involved.
Black girl magic is real. Tiana cannot be trusted. She turned me into a frog, and I had to shoot her.
But let's go into the quality of this technology. Earlier this month, the department began testing 2 pieces of AI software, Draft 1 and Code 4. Code 4 was created by George Cheng and Dylan Nguyen, both 19 years old and MIT dropouts, kicked off earlier this year. So we got cops using technology created literally by teenage flunkies.
The only thing that was created that's worth its creation by a college dropout is the album College Dropout, okay? That's the only piece of art anything that's come out of good from College Dropouts. I'm sorry. The rest of you dorks are just failures. Mm-hmm. You're clearly a failure.
Yeah, and but the police are like, well, we're getting a great deal on this soft. All we had to do was give them some weed from our evidence locker, and we got this whole brand new AI technology.
It's like it's equivalent.
They probably trusted him because they were both Asian. They're like, look, trust us.
Asian MIT.
We're dealing with the cream of the crop right now.
And you're dropping out. That's how they know. Like, they must have been too smart.
Yeah.
No, we're too stupid.
Y'all understand that college is a scam, just like we understood.
Book learning ain't our expertise, but obviously, I think that's very funny that these college dropout, they need to go back and finish the rest of the course because their AI clearly did not work.
They're already scamming. They're already selling their half-baked ideas to police departments.
That's so funny.
Let's go back. The software generates police reports from body camera footage in hopes of reducing paperwork and allowing officers to be out in the field more. Draft 1 was the software used to create the Disney-inspired police report. To see how Code 4 works, Fox 13 rode along with Keel for a demonstration as the department staged a mock traffic stop to test whether the AI would produce another unusual report. Quick aside, local news is awesome. They're out here doing little stuff like this. That's great. This is what we need. Go out, do an experiment like they're doing, and I bet they're having a good time while doing it. So it says right here, quote, "Hi, I'm Rick with the Heber PD. The reason I'm stopping you today is ... Keel said during the demonstration. Back at the police department, the AI generated a report with timestamps from the mock traffic stop. This time, the report was fairly normal, but still needed corrections. The software works both in English and in Spanish and can track tone, and sentiment as the police are talking. First of all, no fucking way it can't. No fucking way it can. It can't do it accurately. It thinks people are turning into fucking frogs.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to trust it with human tone and sentiment. And because even in this, they didn't do a real traffic stop. They did a fake, acted out traffic stop. you know this police sergeant was like super like, hello, I am pulling you over today for these very clear reasons. Leaning into his body camera so it could pick up his voice clearly. And guess what? Still needed corrections.
Yeah, I was blowing my mind that the Disney-inspired police report is still fucking with me. The fact that
I think the crux of this podcast is about local news stories.
Yeah.
Like the fact that one, it's not making national headlines, and two, it's like I love reading these articles. Like they're funny. They have a responsibility because it's just local news. It's like the first news, like non-editorialized. You know, we just have to tell you the facts. But yeah, we're gonna slide in a little Disney-inspired, you know, a little chuckle for you here and there because we're your trusted local news.
Nah, I'm like I'm just like, do you know how fast you were going? I'm a stallion, baby. I'm just thinking of fucking Disney quotes now. I'm sorry. Only thing that's happened once you said this is just cop interactions and me.
Yes,
me piecing.
Ashton's Disney-inspired mind is hard at work right now. Ignoring what I'm saying.
I'm like, sorry. I'm too busy thinking about Disney movies. No, but yeah, I told that the technology is nowhere near advanced enough to even be implemented. And you're about to read something. I don't know. You're about to get to a paragraph. This is the paragraph that got me fucked up.
Keel says one of the major draws is that software saves them time, as writing reports typically takes 1 to 2 hours.
Go back to school. Go back. You. That's not something you want to admit to whoever you admitted this to. Yeah. Words aren't my strong point. I'm more of a shooter. He says I'm saving myself about 6 to 8 hours weekly now, nigga. How many? What? It's just you're writing a paragraph. You're writing a page worth of material. You're not writing a 15-page essay here. Is that what police reports are? I'm quite certain they're like 2 to 3 pages max, and it takes you. This is just a crazy admission. It shows less that we need AI and more that we just need smarter cops, and that they're kind of slow. Yeah. And this is all just a comical ass. Cops are stupid. AI is stupid, and we are stuck in between the two.
Yeah,
we are being yanked in between a stupid machine and stupid man.
Yeah. I mean, either way, I don't know how long it takes to write police reports, but the fact that cops get to have AI just like cut down at their labor at work and then get to focus on things they would rather focus on. Like, how nice of them that that's their relationship to AI and their jobs rather than AI just getting you fired and replacing
I mean,
you.
like, is there going to be a point? My next logical thought is like, well, can AI replace cops? And AI seems racist too, so it's like, fuck. Yeah. They can. They can't. So soon those robots that fucking Elon's always showing off, those Nazi robots, they're gonna be the ones taking AI's job, the cop's job.
And we already see AI constantly, facial recognition constantly mixing up the faces of black people. So they are adequately racist to be good police officers.
Dude, every day, what's his name? Kaczynski?
Yes.
Kaczynski, his spirit grows stronger within me. I'm like, am I about to reincarnate into Ted Kaczynski? What the fuck?
The amount that we positively reference Ted Kaczynski and Kanye West on this podcast with no like, by the way, just to clarify, we're just like, no need to further elaborate on that.
I'll clarify on the Kanye. He's a Nazi, okay? He's not a good guy. Ted, he might have been a prophet. he might.
All killer, no filler.
Yeah. He is like, we need to bomb ourselves back into the Stone Age. That's the only answer. Technology is going in one direction, towards a devil. I'm like, I see it now, Ted. I fucking see it. But sorry.
Let's move on to our next story. We're going to Austin, Texas. Yes.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell no. Bad story. Ex-APD officer acquitted in fatal shooting. District attorney plans to appeal.
Reading here from CBS Austin.
An appeals court has overturned the conviction of former Austin police officer Christopher Tyler in a deadly shooting, and in a rare move, acquitted him. Taylor was convicted of a deadly conduct in the 2019 shooting death of Maurice Del Silva at a downtown Austin condominium. The Seventh Court of Appeals determined that evidence justifies the shooting. Not only did they reverse the conviction, but they rendered judgment declaring that Chris Taylor was innocent. They acquitted him of the charge of deadly conduct. It is very rare for an appeals court to overturn a criminal conviction. It is incredibly rare for an appeals court to render a defendant innocent, said Doug O'Connell, attorney for Christopher Taylor. I was looking for the body cam footage. I mean, I know it wasn't showing me on the link, so I was like looking for the body cam footage. I didn't get this. All I saw was like the guy.
I could explain it real quickly. So they were called in, as it said. There was a man at these apartments who was going down the hallways with a knife to his own throat. I saw that. So cops were called, and then the cops were like looking. It seemed like they were looking at the security footage, like live feed. Mm-hmm. They saw what floor he was on. They saw he was like right outside the elevator. Mm-hmm. They saw he had a knife to his own neck. So they hatched a plan. They're like, all right, we're going to take this elevator. He's going to be right outside of it. We're going to have someone's got a taser drawn. And then two of us are going to have our guns drawn, right? It's already going in afraid. Blazing. Yeah. And elevator doors open up. And then I'm gonna be careful because all this stuff. This is the part that really matters. He has his back turned towards them, and he's got a knife to his own throat. And then all of this happens in like 2 seconds, right? Elevator doors open. That's what they see. And then he turns around and just lowers the knife away from his throat. Meanwhile, of course, the cops are all screaming at this moment, like mentally disturbed at this moment.
And you know you're going up there.
Put it down, put it down. They give him about 1 or 2 seconds, and they just light him up, kill him. So what seems crazy here is that a jury convicted this guy of wrongdoing. Mm-hmm. An actual jury of his peers, like the Constitution. Mm. And now this appeals court of just judges, not a jury, have come in, overturned the conviction, and gone further and acquitted him of this thing where we have seen the body cam footage, and it is not one of those one of those things where the jury was like, oh, I could see why the cop would have. Mm-hmm. They were like, no, he just lit him up immediately, and knowing he was just going to be on the other side of the elevator.
You knew you were going up. You took an elevator to go see the guy with the knife.
Yeah,
and then you go, what the fuck, a guy with a knife? Yeah, and then you shoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I read in the report, they were like, the way they described it was like the man started approaching the cops with endangering the cops, and like they described him walking towards the cops as like a threat.
Nah, it was like a turn. He turned. The elevator opened. His back was turned towards them. He starts turning. He's dead.
And the cop that I don't think it's. I'll finish reading the article, but also I read this cop, Christopher Taylor. This dude is in and out of court. This is his second murder.
Yeah,
this is his second murder. He had just got out of court for the same thing.
Michael Ramos. He killed a man named Michael Ramos. Also, this was insane. So this ended in a mistrial, but you could also watch the body cam footage here, and it's also insane. They get a call that there's like a man or a group of men, doing drugs, smoking crack, smoking meth, smoking something in the parking lot of the apartments. So you see in the body cam footage, they're ordering him. They have him surrounded, guns drawn. They're ordering him outside the car with his hands up. He does that. He's got his hands up, lifts up his shirt, and he's got his hands up. He's saying, I don't got a gun. Leave me alone. I don't got a gun. He doesn't have a gun. And someone shoots him with like a beanbag, hits him, and then he's like basically in his, he gets in his car to drive. He's like, fuck this. He gets in his car and starts driving. Once he starts driving, hail of gunfire. He's killed. This guy was unarmed. And he wasn't exactly cooperating, but nothing that warrants a death sentence, but that's what they gave him. So this cop, we know he's killed 2 people. We've seen the body cam footage for both. Both is like at best extremely questionable whether or not the cop was in any sort of life or death danger that warranted to kill this person immediately. And first resulted in a mistrial. Second, he didn't get so lucky, got convicted, guilty, but now it's overturned and he's acquitted. This man who's killed 2 people could get his job back to go back on the force.
Yeah. That's the other part. It's like, well, see him in court next year after he's fucking. There seems to be a pattern.
Yeah.
Violent, murderous pattern. But what happened on the elevator at the Spring Condominiums in 2019 is the basis of the decision by the 7th Court of Appeals. The appeals court wrote that Christopher Taylor's case comes down to a single, unavoidable question. When an elevator door opens to reveal a man holding a knife who turns towards officers and advances, may an officer reasonably believe deadly force is necessary to prevent an imminent murder? Travis County jury said no. The appeals court says the record and the governing law compel the opposite. The DA's office has 15 days to ask the 7th Court of Appeals for reconsideration. They can also petition for discretionary review at the Court of Criminal Appeals. Meanwhile, Taylor could seek reinstatement with the Austin Police Department. Well, so I hope his next patrol area is the mothership. But
yeah.
That's
So, let's move on to last thing I'll say. Sorry about this. Last thing I'll say, again, it said the quote that he was advancing towards the cop. I think that's even questionable to say he was advancing. He had just turned around, right? Second, and we talk about this a lot, but I just want to reiterate, and then we'll move on. Yes, if any one of us was in a situation where a man with a knife is actually approaching us, which we don't know if that was the case here. It's very debatable whether or not he was approaching or not. And we were just by ourselves. We had a gun. That's a little different, right? Versus 3 cops, 3 knowingly going in a situation after signing up for a job where they deal with this, where they're supposed to protect the public, that they are so afraid of a single person with a knife that they have to immediately kill them when he looks at them.
Yeah, well, I read, actually, I think I was watching a news story about this, and they were talking about like how they were preparing to go upstairs, and how it was like, okay, we'll have 2 officers with guns, we'll have 1 with a taser, and 1 unarmed officer to take him physically, and they just get up there, all plans go, they just scram, whatever planning they had, just completely went out the window. Like, and not to say what I would do in any scenario. Obviously, this is fantastical. But any speculation for me is obviously just me fantasizing about what situation I'd be in. But I played a lot of video games. Also, I ain't trying to kill a nigga. So if somebody's coming at me with a knife, the first thing I'm gonna do, if I have a gun, is shoot at the leg. If that's just me. But then I also recognize that a bullet, the lighting up part always blows my mind. It's like, what do you think?
And also even in this made up scenario, you are a civilian by yourself.
Yes.
Rather than 3 people, 3v1, who have signed up to do this sort of work and protect the public.
Training for these type of situations. Yes. There's no fantasy where I'm a cop at all. It's zero.
Good.
I am a civilian in this.
Yeah.
I'm 100%.
Anyways, just wanted to. I know. We mention that point a lot on this podcast, but I feel like it needs to be said every time a case like this occurs. So let's move on.
Also,
now.
Mentally disturbed man.
Yeah.
As typical with these cases, man with mental health crisis, as they are with, you're putting a knife to your neck. Probably not in the most stable condition. I understand, like, you don't know what chaotic thing that this person may do, but that's cops deal with that shit that's the fucking job, my nigga. You can't be killing everybody, every crazy person you see. You don't fucking
And in the ideal situation, that wouldn't be the job. In an ideal situation, a cop's job would be divided into many different jobs with many different experts who can handle those jobs, rather than a scared kid with a gun who is going around killing multiple people and might be back welcomed to the force. So let's move on. We're going now to Vienna, Missouri, to ABC 17. Fire marshal rules Marys County nursing home fire accidentally caused by police chief's cigarette. A fire that heavily damaged a Vienna residential care facility in August has been ruled accidental, according to a revised fire investigation report that cites security video showing the Vienna police chief discarding a lit cigarette shortly before the blaze began.
Did I do that? Ass cop, what the fuck?
Oh my God. What rule number 1 of smoking cigarettes?
Boom.
Yeah. Don't put them out in grass.
That's like the duh.
Yeah.
That's like the duh.
Don't toss it in grass.
That's like the most, oh my God, what are you, duh.
You might burn down a fucking nursing home.
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
Worst nightmare of a cigarette smoker.
We need like a police chief Wiggum award. Like fucking, like this is, you burned down a retirement home.
Yeah. That would definitely undo any accomplishments you have.
They say, they say smoking kills. And he just flicks it into blows up a retirement home.
Such the like number one. That should like this should it's almost like anti-smoking propaganda. Like remember like the truth.org like ad campaign. That's what it should be. Like this there's always these unbelievable things like there's a police chief who burned down a nursing home from smoking cigarettes too much. So let's see here. According to state fire marshal records obtained by ABC 17 News, the fire broke out shortly after 1:30 a.m. August 7th at Vienna Point Residential Care Center located at blah, 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 blah. When firefighters arrived, they found the single-story building engulfed by fire with flames venting through the roof and several residents initially unaccounted for. No injuries were reported, thank God, but strong winds, limited water supply, and fire spreading through the attic hampered suppression efforts, according to the Vienna Fire Protection District.
God. Old people's skin is already dry as shit. You know that shit fucking went up in flames.
Yeah, dude.
Grandma!
We're dealing with a highly flammable population right now. This is not good at all.
Nigga, you do not want to light a grandparent on fire.
Yeah.
That dry.
Matter of fact, keep all rocks and sticks away from them at all times.
That's so crazy. What a goofy, like, and the thing is that with the hubris with these cops, they'll keep most people would like quit this job.
Resign in shame.
In horrible shame.
Yeah.
I don't know what this guy's
Go to a whole different line of work so you don't attract more media attention when you try to,
I don't even know if this guy retired yet, but I have a strong feeling he did not.
You know the guy, this is a quick aside, and it's kind of honestly infuriating. What was the name of the Tamir Rice, the 12-year-old kid?
Yeah.
The cop who killed him got another job at West Virginia Police Department. Once the local population found out who he was, they created a big uproar. He's fired now, so that's good. But again, you killed Tamir Rice, and you're like, all right, now where do I? Well, let me dust off my old resume here.
You are tied with police, like the history of police brutality. Tamir Rice's name will forever be like when you speak of just the story of police brutality in America. That story is going to be a central figure point, like a beam, and you are the cop. You still want to be in the...
He's being interviewed. Active. They're like, so can you explain this gap in your resume? It's like, that's my years-long legal battle after killing a child. Oh, okay. Well, apparently you're hired. That's what happened.
Tell us a time about how you make split-second decisions. I'll go to the next question, actually.
Damn, that's a great one. Yeah, that's what they ask you in interviews. Fuck. So, this guy, similarly, I mean, also it's funny, because it's like one of those things, like this police chief burned down, like, once, like, he got the call that there's a fire going on, the nursing home, his heart probably immediately...
Is it Chuck again? God damn it!
No, I was going to say, his heart probably immediately sank, because he's like, oh, fuck, was that the cigarette that I was? No.
Oh, you mean the okay. I thought you said
chief.
The fire.
No, the chief. He must have been like, shit. No. It can't be me.
No, he probably was like, that's crazy. I was just there. He's like, I gotta call you back, bro.
Yeah.
He's all stressed out.
He was stressed.
Where are my cigarettes? Fuck.
Burns down his home. Fuck.
Just he gets I'm here. It's just a flame falling.
Guys, there's a serial arsonist loose. He's targeting old people. He's targeting me. He's targeting all the beloved members of our society.
Everyone around me. He's getting to me.
He's protecting the
He's
most
in my head, man.
cherished members of our society.
Whole time, the arsonist we were looking for, it's right here in my own heart.
So listen to this. Video footage obtained by ABC 17 News shows Vienna Police Chief Shannon Thompson arriving at the facility just before midnight, August 6th, in response to an accidental 911 call. The video shows Thompson smoking a cigarette, placing it on a planter near the front entrance before entering the building. So he's putting it in plant matter. Additional footage shows Thompson returning to the planter a few minutes later, removing the cigarette and appearing to stomp it inside the planter before leaving. So he knew he put it in a bad place. About an hour and a half later, video shows a small glow developing in the planter, which transitions.
I'm not going to act like the guy probably thought he was about to burn down his old. He fucked up for sure.
Of course it was accidental.
He fucked
but
up.
I'm just saying it was such negligence. Like the fact that he threw it, put out a cigarette in a plant, and then was like, just in case, let me go.
He
put it out. He knew.
I'm thinking he came back to hit it again and then put it out.
No.
Oh, I thought he came.
Let's pull out another cigarette. They're doing
all
right.
Cigarettes are $11.95 a pack,
They're
not. I don't know. I don't smoke cigarettes. I just know. I've heard my dad complain.
Sure,
but yeah, I totally. That's crazy. You would think more places would catch on fire. This is how you fuck up big time. Because I don't never hear about cigarette fires.
Yeah,
that's.
Well, it's rare because it's like people know this. Like they know to stomp it out on the concrete. Don't put it in grass. Don't put it in a fucking plant. That's insane. And also, they didn't mention it in this article, but there was apparently a cigarette butt like receptacle, like a trash thing, like 10 feet away. 10 feet away. So.
Damn,
that is negligent. Are you this negligent, or do you hate old people?
Yeah, I mean,
hard to say.
It's not hard to say because he got a call for what was the call? Accidental 911 call. He had to drive out there.
He was like, pissed.
I know how to stop this shit. Whoopsie.
Tired of these 911 calls from these old people.
Stop these
with
old
dementia. All right, so hilarious story. No one was hurt, thank God. And Let's go on. We're going to Milwaukee next.
Going to Milwaukee via ABC News. Milwaukee judge found guilty of felony obstruction in helping undocumented man evade arrest. Shout out to this Milwaukee judge.
So, let me do a quick, context. If y'all remember, there was a story. I know it's hard to keep up with the onslaught of news with ICE, but it was a few months ago. There was a judge who was arrested for obstruction of justice because what she was doing... You know how these ICE fucking predators are going to the immigration courtrooms to pray and wait and arrest migrants who are literally trying to legally figure their shit out. They're literally trying to figure it out legally and arresting them there. And so this judge at a court, she told one of these migrants and their lawyer that she knew they were outside waiting to arrest them, and she told him to go through this other door, this private door. And then, very quickly after that, literally in a matter of probably minutes, they arrested the guy anyway. So all this stems from her doing that one thing. Mm-hmm. So let's go into the article.
A Wisconsin judge accused of concealing an undocumented man to prevent his arrest by immigration authorities was found guilty of felony obstruction, according to ABC Milwaukee affiliate WISN, which was in the courtroom for trial. Milwaukee County Circuit Court Judge Hannah Dugan was charged in a 2-count federal indictment that alleges she obstructed official Department of Homeland Security removal proceedings and knowingly concealed a man from immigration authorities at a courthouse in April. Dugan was found guilty of obstructing federal agents and not guilty of concealing an undocumented immigrant from arrest during the courthouse incident. That's I don't know how that works. The jury reached a mixed verdict after deliberating for approximately 6 hours on Thursday, according to WISN. Dugan, who pleaded not guilty, faces a maximum penalty of 5 years in prison.
Damn.
The judge has not yet set a sentencing date. One of Dugan's attorneys, Steve Biskupik, said that they are obviously disappointed in the outcome. The mixed verdict is the big thing from the defense perspective, he told reporters Thursday night. The same elements of count 1 are in count 2. In count 2, how can you find guilty there and not guilty on the first? Biskupik said. But that's why we asked for a post-trial briefing. The case is a long way from over, he added. According to federal prosecutors, Dugan encountered federal agents who were at the Milwaukee County Circuit Court on April 18th to arrest Eduardo Flores Ruiz, who was appearing in her courtroom on a battery charge. Prosecutors say that after speaking to the agents, Dugan directed them to the chief judge's office down the hall and then sent Flores Ruiz and his attorney out a non-public door in an alleged attempt to help him evade arrest on an immigration violation. Shout out to this real-ass judge, bro. Mm-hmm. Flores Ruiz was ultimately captured outside the court building after a brief foot chase. You know, it says something. What is Martin Luther King's famous quote about unjust laws?
Yeah, that it's not only our duty, it's not only that we have the right if we want to ignore unjust laws, but we have the moral responsibility to disobey unjust laws.
And you know,
something like that.
I mean, but I just, that to me, that just is like ringing through as I hear this judge, who is a judge, is a representative of the judicial branch, is like, I have to unfollow. I can't follow these laws because they're unjust. They're obviously unjust. It says a lot when a fucking judge, to me, is echoing that sentiment. But Flores Ruiz, a native of Mexico, was charged with the unlawful re-entry into the U.S. He was sentenced to time served earlier this month after pleading guilty to the charge. Federal court records show Department of Homeland Security said last month he had been deported. Yeah, man, it's like, damn, shout out to this person. I'm glad there's still like heroes in the judicial system and like people who are willing to still like look out for.
Well, not anymore. She resigned.
I mean, she had no
after
choice.
all this.
Niggas,
she's not in the judicial system anymore. But
meanwhile, niggas can burn down old ladies' houses. I mean, I don't know if that guy resigned, but retirement homes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a week off. Maybe I can shake this shit off. Take it off. All right, I'm back.
Yeah.
But now this lady just helping people.
Yeah.
I mean, ICE is like, dog, they're like demonic. It's like they're gonna get there. I when I see how vigorously they go after people like this, I'm like, are they? I know they got to reach their 3,000 deportees a day. I can Google this, I guess. Are they reaching their 3,000?
No, they're not. They're not.
Are they anywhere near?
You know, on this podcast, we are completely against quotas of all forms, especially in law enforcement. But we're against any quotas out of sheer principle. Yeah. But yeah, it's.
I don't like arbitrary numbers.
Yeah,
me personally, it's not even. That's just from principle.
Me? No, not for me. But the good thing about this is obviously not the story we wanted, but it's probably not going to end here. You know, I'm sure they're appealing. They're doing what they got to do to fight back legally. And hopefully this judge won't fucking be going to prison. That's insane.
They do around 700 to 900 daily removals, 1,000 per day by October. That's a lot more than I fucking thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, man. God, we need like anti-ICE, like an Antifa, but for just brainstorming.
Antifa,
ideas.
huh? Write that down. That's a pretty catchy name. Interesting.
Like a group that's against fascists, but like anti,
like con-fascist. That's what you would call it, I believe. So, last story we got here. We're going to Kissimmee, Florida. Adorable name.
It sounds like fucking Mario came up with this name.
It sounds like Mario on New Year's Eve. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Takes two sometimes. Takes two to tango. Kissimmee, Florida via WPBV. Florida woman arrested for holding boy underwater at pool is, turns out, former police officer. So this is the latest twist in what apparently is a local saga in Kissimmee, Florida.
When adults hate kids, that's the funniest. That's whenever you get adult kid beef, something has gone.
Yeah. Whenever you no longer enjoy the joy of innocence, and instead you're like, that's my aunt.
When you're Bart Simpsoning a nigga underwater, fucking die.
Yeah.
Wrong turn, buddy.
Yeah.
Wrong turn.
Yeah, they removed that from if you watch the latest Simpsons episode, Homer is not strangling Bart anymore.
What? Too woke? It's a cartoon.
So. I noticed that when I watched later Simpsons episode. I'm like, all right, I think I understand.
I get it. But I wasn't gonna go around strangling. I watched that. To me,
this lady is like season 3 Homer Simpson.
That's so stupid because to me, that's as dumb as the argument of if you see your kid sees a gay guy, that means they're gonna be gay. I see a dad choking a cartoon kid. I don't think I'm gonna become a
I don't think it was that. I just think it was with the sensibility. They're like, maybe we should do less of the strangling.
Hari Kondabolu, you've ruined so fucking much.
And this is all just me. I don't know if this is true. I personally just noticed that they could be. He could still be strangling him. I don't know.
I'm still blaming Hari.
Let's blame Hari.
Bring back Apu, the racist version.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Guess what? I liked Apu.
Did you?
Yeah. I was a child, though.
My favorite, I'm not about to sit here and defend fucking Hank Azaria voicing Apu, but I loved, this is how you talk when you learn English from porno movie. It's my favorite line in The Simpsons.
I haven't even heard that line, but guess what? Made me laugh. I enjoyed it. All right, back to Kissimmee. A woman accused of holding a 6-year-old boy underwater for several seconds at a Central Florida pool is a former law enforcement officer.
Duh.
Tiffany Lee Griffith, 36, of Fort Myers, was arrested December 19th in Osceola County and charged with aggravated child abuse.
This is beyond child abuse, dog. You had a kid underwater, nigga? That's next level, bro.
She's like, I call that a W. That kid swung first.
How else was he gonna learn to swim?
Griffith allegedly dunked a 6-year-old boy underwater at the Gaylord Palms Hotel pool located in Kissimmee. Yeah, I'm trying to get through the name of the hotel.
You knew I wasn't gonna be able to do that.
Got my hand on his shoulder. I'm holding his hand through me reading this. The Gaylord Palms Hotel pool located in Kissimmee in response to the boy. Yeah, did Bart Simpson write the sentence? I mean, what's going on here? All right, we got to get through this. At the Gaylord Palms Hotel pool located in Kissimmee in response to the boy allegedly dunking her son underwater. So hilarious. She was like, this little boy thinks he could dunk my son?
Justice will be served.
I'm going to have to whoop some little boy ass here in Gaylord Palms Hotel in Kissimmee, Florida.
My God.
Real Kissimmee shit.
Oh my God, Gaylord, they're at a hotel pool. This is the most country ass. Yeah. They're in a hotel in Florida.
Yeah, Central Florida.
This shit was, slurs were flying.
Yeah.
And probably the only white people around.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So when the boy emerged from the water, he was allegedly visibly upset and had a nosebleed. The boy reported the encounter to his parents. In the police report, Griffith told deputies that she was a former law enforcement officer. The Punta Gorda Police Department confirmed to WPBF 25 News on Tuesday that Tiffany Lee Viola previously worked for the police department from 2013 to 2018. And get this, not included in our little excerpt here, she worked as a school cop. She was working with kids professionally. A professional child worker with person. I don't want to say child care, she's a fucking cop in a school, but that was her whole damn job.
kids have always touched me, and I've always touched them. I've always wanted to.
I've always been touched by children, and I make sure to get my vengeance upon them immediately. Because I don't take shit.
His nose was bleeding. Is crazy.
Yeah,
it
was not a fun little I'm dunking. Oh, let's all play fight in the pool. That was not that at all.
That is right. I'm wondering what she got fired for. Or why she quit her police job while it was only 5 years in school.
Former police. You could take a woman out the force, but you can't take the force out the woman. She will let no child mess with her.
Oh, we got water guns? I got He's like, fuck. No, all right. Well, hey, you know, her and Cat Williams, you know, peas in a pot. Peas in a pot. You know what? Listen.
Well, Cat Williams should study at her martial arts school because he struggles with his fights against children.
What I am jealous of is the pure euphoria you probably get of beating up a child. It's probably fucking.
Yeah.
Come on.
You probably feel like God. Probably feels pretty good.
I'll take all you want. Strangle.
You know, I never thought about beating a child that way before, Ashton. I appreciate perspective.
You know that there's a little bit of like
I get it now.
Power you get from it's like ultimate power.
Yeah, it is.
Just beating up a kid, it's wrong.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't.
We're really explaining the mentality of police officers. Like, what's the best feeling in the world, of course, besides having a gun, beating up a child?
I always say the best thing my dad did was have a kid 20 years after his other kids, because then that gave me opportunity to, because I'm not beating up on a woman, I'm beating up on my sister. That's a completely different. I'd be like, take a punch. Let me see your kidney shots. Stop it! If Dad was alive, he ain't nigga.
Yeah. What a great brother, a great older brother to have.
I buy her stuff.
Yeah.
Money brings happiness to my family.
Yeah. You buy her makeup to cover up those bruises.
I'm like, guess who has another sack of nickels? Swing it at her.
Yeah. All right, here's some concealer. Merry
We're
Christmas.
going to Sephora. Guess who's going?
She's like,
crying.
No, why?
Stop crying.
Damn. Well, that's our episode, folks.
Yeah, guys. You're right. I'm going to go and book a trip at Gaylord Palms Hotel and
fight a child and feel like God.
And truly come back. Ashley, you look like you're glowing. I am. I really am. What's the secret? I violently abuse children.
Yeah. You suplexed a kid in a pool.
It's like free what's it called when you like only do a little bit of something? Microdosing child sacrifice. It's the elites, they do the whole thing. I'm not into that. I just want to beat up a kid.
Sure.
You know the adrenochrome to scare him a little.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, I don't drink all their blood, just a little shot,
bit.
Half a shot.
The shit that drip out they nut.
Ew. All right. You, Ashton, you have officially grossed me out.
All right, I'm sorry. That was crazy. All right, that's the podcast.
Yeah.
See you. Happy New Year's, nigga. Welcome back.